demolition, companies' assets are demolished, no compensation. So, and few months down the line, you ask that same company or that same individual that suffered those kind of losses due to, due to high-handedness of, of government to come and pay tax. I mean, it's not going to happen. It's just going to be like, why would I, why would I want to pay, those kind of taxes? If you look at it, ask a typical Nigerian that, okay, yeah, the tax that you pay, what do you think is being used for? Of course, the person will say, politicians have embezzled it. So if you not give that person an opportunity not to, like, if you give the person opportunity not to pay tax, of course, the person would not, is never going to pay tax, knowing that there's no transparency about see how the money is being spent, and the belief is that it's being embezzled. So that's a big challenge, to adoption of electronic taxation in Nigeria. Next slide, please. Yeah, of course, literacy and technology aversion. So look at okay. So let's look at illiterates as people that can neither read nor write. So, and Nigeria as a country has, a very good percentage number of those kind of people, especially in the informal sector. Now, there's no way unless someone that can't read or write can be able to use the portals or the initiatives that have been provided by the tax administrator. There's no way the person is going to be able to use those initiatives to to file taxes or to comply with the tax laws. And on the other side, even people that are literate, some people are just technology averse. That like change is not something that comes easily to people. And even when the change has been adopted, people just just don't want to bother themselves about, okay, this is the new method. They would, would rather find maybe a tax consultant. Yeah, that's where we basically come in. So people are many people are technology averse and illiterate. So, and that is apparently a big challenge. Next slide, please. Now, there's also issue of the security of the taxpayer information. So, and what comes to mind basically is if you remember, I think that was 2019. There was this the on the LIRS tax portal, there was this issue of leaking of taxpayers' information. It was all over the internet, and there were probes and all that. And and that's what that shows us is that there are concerns, legitimate concerns around security of taxpayers' information using by the time you're adopting, as in the adoption of technology in the administration of tax. We're in a country where we actually don't pay attention to those kind of things much. But I'm sure that even with the kind of systems that the tax and FRS, LRS have in place now, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of so not security breach, because we've not heard about it, but in terms of how secure those databases are, I don't want to hold my breath. I know the kind of country where a lot of things have been substandard. So there's actually concern around security of those tax portals. Next slide, please. So now, we are looking at there have been some initiatives like driven by technology, which the tax admins have okay, sorry, my mic was muted for a while. So which the tax admins have implemented. So the first thing we want to look at is this unique tax identification number. A few years ago, there was actually nothing like a unique tax identification number. I know, I remember then when Tin was the thing you hear on on your TV. Go and get your thing. Go and do this. Go and do this. Yeah. So that's one of the first or that's one of the first steps that the tax administrators have taken to consolidate taxpayers' information and to integrate with other information source and basically adopt technology. So it's funded by federal and state governments, but it's overseen by the Joint Tax Board. And so it's an electronic system to store the information of taxpayer, and it's aimed at data and information sharing amongst tax authorities and other agencies such as CBN, CAC, Customs Service, and National Bureau of Statistics. Yeah. So the next initiative is the ITA, Integrated Tax Administration System. So it was implemented by the FIRS, and the idea was to launch at specific pilot tax offices. So it's aimed at promoting electronic filing and reduction of physical interaction between FIRS and tax and people tax consultants and tax payers. Now, what's the ITAX ITS is aiming at was for there to be interaction between the tax officials and the taxpayer, and there were 6 services that was launched that period. Registration for registration of new taxpayer with FIRS, stamp duty, for you to put get stamp duty on your on documents, e-tax pay, being able to modern payment solutions for federal government taxes and levies through the NIPS and Remitter, InterSwitch, and other internet payment system. Yeah, he received for receiving and verifying receipt generated after taxes have been paid through the e-tax pay. Then e-filing for taxpayer to file tax returns online via websites, and that ETCC platform where you can generate the tax return certificates. Where you can apply and generate tax return certificates. Now, like I mentioned in the issues, challenges that's facing the system is the issue of infrastructure, database, server, and everything. Out of these 6 systems, the one that I'm sure that worked most was the ETCC platform. For the other ones, registration, e-stamp duty, tax pay, really, I can't, like, for me personally, and the tax stations that I've had to deal with, those systems were just created. Most of them were not usable. E-tax pay, e-tax pay in a bit was still being used because there was a system where you could pay VAT from on a transaction, or withholding tax on a transaction from your GT Bank app. I think Zenith Bank to add that module then, and you're able to generate your receipt. So basically, majority of the systems that was the tax admin system that was created is not being used because of the